The Bushcrafty Talks.
What's up? Bushcrafty here. Bushcrafty Talks. Hope everybody's having a good day. I just got done checking out this pop-up yard sale or something going on here. Or not yard sale, but car show. I was out looking for yard sales. Some nice cars. I was gonna do some filming and stuff, but car shows are very hard to film because there's always somebody standing in the way that you have to try to wait for them to move and whatnot. But nice, some nice cars. Didn't see any Monte Carlos, but some nice cars. Seen some very old Ford. Okay, what's going on up here? Uh-oh. Hard to say what's going on. Everybody's there's been an accident, it looks like. Got people out here directing traffic and whatnot. Hope nobody was hurt. Oh yeah, that was a doozy. I don't want any of that plastic on my tires. It's amazing how people still get in accidents when I got a nice car behind us. This is supposed to be 35 mile. Oh, here they come. Dude, get the hell out of the freaking road. God. Don't understand people. It's not that big of an emergency, but you never know. Anyway, boy, all kinds of excitement already on this video, huh? I don't even know where I was going with this conversation either. It's going to be one of them doozies. Anyways, yeah, there's supposed to be 35 miles an hour through here, and people go way too fast. And it's a big open road, and it's probably somebody not paying attention or somebody on the cell phone. Which majority of the time it is a lot. I see it all the time. You'll be driving and you'll be at a stop sign or something and somebody's head's down like this with their phone. But we got another one. I don't know where he's coming from, but I can hear him. Here it comes. I'm going to jump up on the curb a little bit because there's always somebody that doesn't pay attention. And there's a car on the other side of the road parked, so. Somebody must have got hurt, but I hate to see that. It didn't look like that big of a deal. It looked like a bunch of plastic and stuff, but you never know, just a little jolt a certain direction and stuff. And you get people backing out into your lane. why there's so many accidents. People are in a hurry. They got to get there. And everybody gets in those. Everybody gets in that time set where they have to hurry, get there fast. Times are running out. That's what you, in your younger days, you don't worry about time so much. It's more, gotta get this, gotta get that, gotta have a nice car, gotta have a nice home and all this stuff, and gotta have the fancy TVs and all this stuff. Go, get. And you pass up so much of your life. And I'm guilty of it myself. I've been in that working. I remember when my first child was, not really my first child, but first child with my wife. We were in a little one-bedroom apartment, and I was working in a packaging place, and there was two major packaging places in the town, or in the area, and I decided to go to work for both of them. So I was always had to be the best worker, and that's the way I always went and did stuff. I always had to be, put 120% into it, even though it's a crappy job and crappy pay and all that, but I always had to do better, had to do good, and then first my daughter came about, and she had a thing called planotic stenosis. It's where one of the valves is stiff, it's kind of stiff, and she had a heart murmur. So we had to do a lot of traveling to Children's Hospital and stuff, which I might say Children's Hospital is awesome. Used to be, I would love to donate to them. I donated any chance I got, till I found out they actually, they're another one of those companies to where a percentage of it goes to what the actual money's supposed to go to. But they're still a good thing. They get a lot of stuff from the government and whatnot, but beside the point. But anyway, I had to get, I was working both jobs. I was working 8 to 10 hours on each place of employment, and I had, from one job to the next job, I had a half an hour to get to the other job, and then I'd go home, sleep, go back to work. And that went on for probably 6 to 8 months, and my whole thing was get as much money. I had to pay for the doctor's bills, and even Children's Hospital, you still had to pay. And find out that people would tell me, you should quit your job and just get on welfare, and that way you don't have to pay the hospital bills. But no, I wasn't into that stuff. I was, you know, man of the house. You know, that's my thing. I have to pay for bills, and I have to do this. And I was working. Quite a bit. Some days I was working 20 hours a day, and pretty soon wifey wasn't having it. Said, I know you're excellent provider and you work hard and everything, but you're missing things. You're missing life with me. You're missing life with your daughter. Things need to change. And I said, well, we need to save up. We need to, we need to get to all this money we can so we can get a house and all this. And I was noticing what was happening myself, and that's when I went to both companies. I said, I've been working for you guys. I know I'm one of your best workers, and I said, I need a better position. I need better income. So you can put me as an operator, which you got more money. You controlled the whole line, basically. And I said, whoever hires me gets me. And whoever doesn't, then I'll put my notice in, and that will be that. So I ended up getting hired from one company, and I told the other one, I gave them my notice, and I ended up going to the other one. And I got hired as operator, and the first week there I remember working on one of the lines and fell off one of the skids and severely sprained my ankle. It was bad enough to where they wanted to put pins and all this other stuff in me, but I ended up wearing a what they call an air cast, and wasn't supposed to work. I was supposed to be off my feet for 2 months or something like that for it to heal and whatnot. And I said, I can't do that. I have to work. Nobody's going to pay. Nobody's going to come over and pay. And then again, there I worked. That's where it came up. Got to get on that welfare. Yeah, get on that welfare. I said no. So I worked with my leg being that bad, which was really painful, even for me, because a lot of times I block out my pain, and ended up working for this company and went from the operator to maintenance, which is really high pay, where you fix the machines and everything, because I always fixed the machines before maintenance even came out there, so I already knew majority of the machines and whatnot. So I ended up becoming maintenance, and right when I was getting ready to actually start making that buku pay, I was working on a machine, and the lady said, I said clear, which means start the machine up. My hand was in it, and it ripped the skin completely off of my index finger and did massive nerve damage and stuff. And I couldn't, there was no way of going to work because of that. And they said it was a liability and this and that. And as soon as I started drawing unemployment, boom, they laid me off. And that's when I first started getting the notion of how cruel the workplace can be. They often say that you can work for a company for 40 years, go to every day, check in, punch your time card. You're an awesome person while you're working there, and the day you could die right there on the spot, they'll have your position filled and won't even think about you the next day. And that's the thing that got me, is when you're doing your best and you're working hard for the company, you think you're a part of that company and everything, and one little thing happens and whew, you're gone, no more. We could care less about you and everything. And then I ended up going to a lawyer over this, because there's a bunch of other stuff that happened that I wasn't happy about. And the nerve damage in my hand, I still have the nerve damage in my hand, to where when I squeeze something, my hand goes ding, and that, it gets really cutthroat when lawyers and stuff are involved in that stuff. But anyways, I don't know why I'm rambling on about this, but the point I'm trying to get at is we're always in a rush and try to get that money and try to get that stuff, and our time goes by, and then when we're getting older, we're like, oh man, I wish I would have did this, I wish I would have done that. And we regret a lot of stuff we do. And that's the one thing I always wanted to pass on to my kids, is enjoy the time that you have, because it's gone in an instant. If you say, oh, I really would like to go skydiving, or I'd really like to see the ocean, or something like that, if all possible, just do it, because that's one of the things you don't want to regret something that you wanted to do, and then you're older and it's too late anymore. Anyways, guys, never give up, and God bless.